Hello all, welcome to the stream. Welcome to our midnight feature presentation, for it is always midnight somewhere. Today's our birthday. We have no plans for the stream. It's basically a just chatting stream, but with extra steps. But we do have a few friends. They can't stay for too long, but if they want to say hi, you're muted right now, so do you consent to being on stream? Oh, alright, 3, 2, 1. You're live.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome.
How's it hanging?
Yep. Yeah. We were just info dumping to our friend Nutella here about Magic the Gathering. Broadcast is live.
Yeah.
No
Really
viewers left.
dense. I didn't know that it had that much lore.
Oh, it's like the game's been around since 1993. We didn't even describe to you the full
Yeah.
lore. These are like individual planes, and
I know.
yeah, just individual settings.
I thought that it was more mechanical than lore.
Oh, there is a lot of mechanical stuff, but there is lore attached.
Yeah.
Lots of lore. Used to, they wrote entire books. Now it's in the form of short stories on their website and everything. But and podcasts too, podcast form as well. Very nice.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably stream to Discord as well. Our friend Star is also here.
Hey.
Hi, Star. But yeah, they're just listening in. So, let's see here. It's to go live here. Oh. Well, our friends can see our OBS setup rather than the full stream, but they can still see like our model. Oh, we did not switch We did not switch to our model. Hi. We were in studio mode. Yeah. Here we are.
There you go.
Now you can see our face. Yeah. Oh, we got a viewer? This is probably Pedro right now. Say hi to Pedro. We're assuming that's
Hello, Pedro.
Yeah. Pedro is a bit of a wild card, but yeah, always welcome. Yeah. Also, there's going to be a bit of delay.
Yeah, technology is just like that.
Unfortunately, Rowan had...
Yes, Rowan is going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because work. It was
Sorry, didn't mean to use
good to talk to you, though. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go to bed soon too, because tonight has kind of drained me. But
just glad you two were able.
I had a good time listening to you.
Yeah. We're glad, or else you wouldn't have stayed with us that long. We were talking for hours, like 2 hours to be specific. Yeah. Well, another friend was there, but they also had work in the morning. Unfortunately, don't say where you work or anything. We didn't mean to use that name in particular with you, Nutella.
You're fine. You're fine.
But
good night. Happy birthday.
Good night. We always have the urge to say happy birthday back for some reason. Just real.
Not quite.
Enjoy your food. You too.
Yes. Good night.
Good night. Yeah. We're just glad that they were able to cameo for even a moment.
Yeah.
We're just glad you guys were able to cameo.
I actually completely off topic, but I saw the Tumblr rat post for the first time today.
Tumblr rat post?
It is truly legendary. Ooh. I linked it in the meme channel. It is incredible. I've heard about it, but like It was my first time seeing it today.
Whoa. All right, we're going to try and share
Yeah.
this. We're going to try and share this on stream real quick. All right. Oh, we have to download the image first. Great. But yeah, this is this. Let's see. Just trying to say the image. But yeah, the person you just heard speak right now was Atlas Hope online. They're the lovely person
Yes.
that did our waiting screen art right here. Like, see that? That Star made that, or
Yeah.
yeah, they made that. Our friend made that for us. It's very nice. We're always appreciative of it.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna get good enough at OBS that we're going to make it to where whenever the image flashes, you'll hear like a lightning crash, like or thunder strike, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep doing the wrong one. But yeah. Save. Okay, and now, oh, wrong one. Okay. We went to the one where we used to actually play games. Okay, here's the image. This is a Tumblr post. Look at it go.
The post is so broken that the embed doesn't even work.
The embed doesn't work. It affects the reblogs too, you said.
Yeah. Yeah. And
How did they manage
the
it?
3 posts above it are completely obscured.
Beautiful. Beautiful. How did they manage to do that?
Truly impressive. I have no
Very
idea.
much so. Oh, meant to turn the image off. That is like extremely impression. Oh, so broken. Yeah. Anything you want to info?
I think it's been a while.
Yeah. Anything you want to info?
It's
dump
been a
about?
while since Tumblr has had like a really bad
Yeah.
like
a really bad
post mishap. But
Yeah. We need
what
to
were you
change
saying?
that. Oh, is there anything you'd like to info dump on the stream and share to the world?
I think I'm a bit too tired to info dump.
Fair enough.
I've sat here doing nothing all day, and yet I'm still exhausted.
We're just excited, like a puppy that finally gets to play with its friends after a while.
Yeah.
Though we're more of a cat person, like both literally
Yeah.
and figuratively, you know. Well, but like.
Yeah, I'm sure you know where I lie.
Yeah, you're a dog. You're just
straight
up.
Yeah.
You're like you are an actual dog in real life.
Yeah.
I'm a pony. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of fun things on our birthday today. We got pizza, we got cake, we got a cool witch hat, we got 2 Magic Gathering packs, and we got money from some of our friends, which is very nice because we are struggling, like, you know? So, it's not horrible. We have it pretty well off for our situation, but still, there's something. Like, we're just glad we managed to have a day where we could just relax and just turn our brain off for like a day, you know? Just being able to.
Yeah.
One thing that like we played a board game today called Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards, which is like you know that edgy middle schooler who doodles in their notebook and
Yes.
just learned what curse words, sex, and blood are?
Yeah.
Okay, well, a professional redrew that and turned it into a card game. Like,
Oh.
yeah, it's a fun one, though it was made in 2012 and it feels like it was made in 2012. For one thing, like the rules book uses he or she instead of they. Yeah. And the actual cards themselves in the game, they just use he, straight up.
Dang.
Yeah. Also, like what?
That's a crying shame.
Yeah. Also, one of the playable characters was outright racist, and one of our friends ended up tearing it that card up and throwing it away. We don't even want to,
Exactly, just like 2012.
like, we don't want to say it. We did say it earlier today just to tell like Maury what it was, but like we don't want that caught on stream, you know? Like it wasn't
Yeah.
that it was. It's not like a slur or anything. It just feels like something you just shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Uh, we'll type it to you in the chat, in like the BC text chat. Uh,
I'm gonna head out at 10:30 because I am
10:30
sleepy.
10:30 your time.
Your time.
Um, our time is midnight, always, 24/7.
Yeah, okay.
So around 12:30. That's in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a shower.
You could have just said 3 minutes.
Oh. That probably would have been more clear, but
Yeah. No worries.
brain
Though.
shortcutted to the
But yeah,
time.
here's the name. Please make an audible reaction. It's particularly like, ew, you know, ew.
Oh dear.
Just, oh dear, that is probably the appropriate reaction.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are, yeah, we are very happy that you managed to make even a short appearance on our stream. You and Rowan, or Nutella both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Gods. We did not mean to use that name. Ah! Just like, you know.
Yeah, earlier you had me looking up the Magic the Gathering wiki on colors.
Oh, very nice. We're glad we managed to influence you to that degree. Oh, hey, here's Petro. Hi, Petro. Petro says they glow in the dark. What does? What glows in the dark, Petro? Because there's a stream delay of like a minute or more.
Yeah.
Again, say hello to Atlas Hope. They're the wonderful artists who made this for our stream, as you can see. We're just very
CIA.
Yeah. Oh, right. You have to go.
No, Pedro responded CIA.
Oh, the CIA. The CIA glow in the dark. One time they told us, one stream they told us they were in prison. In the next stream, they told us they got out of prison. So, they're a card, that one, which makes them a good fit because, you know, we're insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we met them, like, replying in something. Goodbye, Atlas Hope, they said.
Oh.
Oh, were you planning on staying a bit longer?
Uh, I don't want to leave, but I'm also super tired, and I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna
definitely.
crash if I stay on for longer.
Right, we don't want you
So,
falling asleep on stream. That probably violates some form of
yeah,
TOS. Maybe? Probably
yeah,
not, because we're the
maybe.
streamer and we're awake. And people have done subathons where
Yeah.
they're just asleep on stream. Subathons are very, very difficult, and we wouldn't do one unless, like, we were guaranteed, like, we're monetized. Because it's like you have to
Yeah,
stream
that's very fair.
for 24-hour periods for, like, days until, like, people stop extending the time limit by paying you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I would hate doing a stream like that.
Yeah, we'd probably do one at some point just for the novelty of it, but we'd probably like get tired of it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, it's a good way
Well,
to make lots
I
of
will
money. Yeah. Oh,
I will talk to you later.
talk to you later. Bye. Love ya.
Bye. Love you too.
Mwah. There we go. And all right. Well, yeah. Birthday stream. Birthday stream. Birthday stream. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. The song's public domain now, so happy birthday to us. Yeah. But yeah. One of the presents we got today for our birthday was 2 magic packs. Very nice. We think like the big hit card we managed to get was, well, we think it is. Might not be, but we think it's likely. It's a card named Possessive Engine. Now, where did we... Oh no, they fell. Oh no, oh no. Okay. Yeah. It's named Possessive Engine. It's a Magic the Gathering card. It's an artifact vehicle for 5 mana, including 2 blue. When this vehicle enters, gain control of target creature an opponent controls for as long as you control this vehicle. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control this vehicle. It's crew 3, meaning it becomes a creature for the rest of the turn if you tap a creature with 3 power or more, or any number of creatures with 3 power or more. And it's a 5/5. And the flavor text is, take it for a spin. That's not a request. Talk about a self-driving car. That's not part of the flavor text. But, like, that was a joke we made earlier. Or, that was a joke Nutella made earlier. But yeah. Actually, we're gonna look at the price of that. Full art. Price. Alright, MTG Goldfish pricing. It's probably not a hyper expensive card. Yeah, it's a... yeah, 39 cents. Well, we still think it's a good card. Figured it wouldn't be worth too much. But, you know, it was worth a shot. Right? Also, it's weird to have a Magic the Gathering card that has the art depict a bobblehead. Like an actual bobblehead. Named Grim Bobble. It's just weird and funny. And let's see, what's the other rare we got from the other pack? That's right, even though Magic packs can have multiple rares, we only got one in both of our packs. But we did get a full art of an uncommon, so that's nice. Let's see here. Let's see. Alright, Alright, so this is 30 cents. Great. But if we had managed to get it in like a foil, it would have been a full $1. So ooh. We guess that's still decent. We probably didn't make our money back to a pack, but you know that's not necessarily why you open pack. Hex. Not just for the financial value, but just for the chance to get cards. It's that you don't know. It's a nice little surprise thing, and also like, you know how they say like Magic the Gathering cards are like crack cocaine. How do you meet Atlas? We met on Discord. Like there was this old server that was about deciphering the mysteries in Markiplier's a High School Markiplier series. We just went in there, wasn't expecting much of it. We certainly weren't expecting it to change our entire life irreversibly and make us like the best friends we've ever known. But it's funny how life works sometimes, right? Sometimes you just have to try something new and you make good friends. Friendship is one of the most powerful things in the world. And we don't... Screw the nuclear bomb, we have friendship. Yeah, friends are a wonderful thing. We actually didn't have many of them before Discord. And of course, Atlas and Nutella aren't the only ones. There's also Mori, who occasionally pops up in the streams. Sorry, ate something. There's Shards. There's just a lot of people. We just have so many good friends now. We're very happy. You know, despite like our financial situation, we're happy. Yeah. Like we don't exactly have like the good life, but we're actually happy with our life and how it's going so far. It's the happiest we've ever been about our life these last few years, and that's kind of sad. Well, we guess it's not the happiest in our life, but it was our happiest, like, you know, here, right? Like, just here. While we're stuck on this little blue rock. The pale blue dot. We're out of water. Yeah. We're just very lucky to have good friends. And we've been pursuing artistic passions more. As things have been going really well for us. Oh, we forgot to create the Hepatus before the stream. That would have helped a bit. And we aren't doing this stream for the numbers. We're doing it because we like streaming. We're genuinely happy. Fancy that. Oh boy, we could consistently get money for food. That would be great. Can't exactly do that at the moment. Um, yeah, things have been sort of hard. And we're happy. That's that's that says something about us, I'm sure. Sorry, that was a bit sappy and sentimental. Why are we apologizing? It's a birthday stream. It's allowed. It's our self-indulgence stream. We could do what we want. We could break international copyright law if we want to. We don't. We don't want to get our video demonetized. Speaking of YouTube, did you hear about the latest thing they've done? Apparently they're using AI to identify people as under 18, which is ridiculous. And, you know, in order to verify your age, you have to show them an ID or a selfie or or some or a third super personal thing. Oh, credit card or debit card number. You know, give the government your information. Give the corporation your private information. And they'll give it to the government. Stupid. Stupid. You know? We think we got exactly what we wanted and needed for our birthday. We got food, and we got to hang out with our friends. We don't do that as often as we like. Well, we do meet with people once a week, but that's more like they're just actively trying to help us, like you know, help us get a shower and do laundry. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Mm. Sorry, just have to orient our thoughts a little bit, or at least form them. Yeah. We want to do more artistic projects and the like. We want to get into like making art and music and voice acting and writing and just become like, I guess, a Jane of all trades. Mistress of none, but better than a master of one. You know? Not sure if we can ever be satisfied in artistic pursuits, but then again, maybe that's just because we haven't been able to pursue them due to how our brains are functioning. But we've been getting a lot better at it. I guess we've just been exercising our executive function muscles, you know? Fun thing about a birthday, you know, things get harder the older you get. Well, we guess this became easier. You know, it's especially hard to get into VTubing at an older age. Well, we guess not that difficult. Some people have been in the VTubing space for years and years. But, you know, we're not that old, at least. Our friends say we're still young, which they don't really know. Um, um, anyways. Sorry, where were we? This got all the way off track. We were talking about Magic the Gathering cards. Yeah. Let's see here. We have first. Well, we talked about the Grimble Hobble. Dynamite Diver. It's a goblin pilot for 1 red. It's a 1/1. It saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. When it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. It's a creature, obviously. In the flavor text, well, we'll describe the art. The art is of a goblin holding dynamite, just jumping at a driver. The goblin has fangs. In the flavor text, it goes like this. Launch the explosives. No, you idiot, not like that. From Redshift, Rocketeer Chief. Yeah. Kamikaze pilot. We got plenty of cool cards here. Not them very pricey, but still. Doom ba doom bum 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 da 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 bum bum bum. When you attend a funeral, sad to think that sooner or later those who you love will do the same for you. And it's a certain kind of tragic and some other hard adjectives to think of all the grieving they will do, but don't you worry. Actually, let's look up the lyrics. Let's see. Alright, different. Here we go. When you attend the funeral, it's sad to think that sooner or later those who love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives to think of all the weeping they will do, but don't you worry. No more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that lands on you hits your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement and inspiring achievement. Yes, we will all go together when we go. We will all go together when we go. all suffused with an incandescent glow. Sorry, Pedro, we just love it. We've been thinking of his beautiful music. No one will have the endurance to collect on their insurance. Lloyd's of London will be loaded when they go. Oh, we will all fry together when we fry. Will be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we will all fry together when we fry. Many old maelstrom, there'll be a storm before to come. We forget how that section goes. And we will all bake together when we bake. There will be nobody present at the wake. With complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. Oh, we will all jar together when we jar. And let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see the ICBM, and the party will become as you are. Oh, we will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. You will all go directly to your respective Valhallas. Go directly to not pass go, then not collect $200. And we will all go together when we go. Every billionaire and every average Joe. When the air becomes Uranus, and we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go. Rest in peace, Tom Lauer. You beautiful, beautiful man. Sorry about that. We just felt like we had to sing once. We don't sing enough on stream. We don't think. And Tom Lauer has just been on our mind all day. We miss him already. It's not like he was releasing new music, but we just like the fact that he was alive. He lived to a good ripe old age of 97, though. Yeah, it's nice and long. It wasn't like we were ever gonna meet him. Why are you laughing? Oh, I laugh because I have no more tears to shed. William Shakespeare, paraphrased. But yeah. The other song we had... Now sing the Element song. Oh no! This is going to be a pain. We're going to try. We're going to fail. Alright, the Element song. We're going to try it. Alright, Genius is done. Okay. This is going to be a pain. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and uranium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium. We're already failing hard. Europium, secronium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, and osmium, and azotium, and radium, and co-protecting henium, and indium, and gallium, and iodide, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. Oh, there's yttrium, ytterburn, and actinium, rubidium. Alright, if you think we can do it, we can try again. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, helium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and gold, protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, ytterbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium. There's strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, and bismuth, bromide, lithium, beryllium, and barium. There's holmium, and helium, and hafnium, and erbium, and phosphorus, francium, and fluoride, and terbium, and terbium. Blech. And manganese, and mercury, polybdenum, magnesium, dysprosium, and scandium, and cerium, and cesium. And lead, praseodymium, and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium. And tantalum, tecnetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium, and calcium, and chromium, and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium. There's also mendelevium, astinium, nobelium, and argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news have come to Harvard, and there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered. We can try one more time. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, and helium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and gold, protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, ytterbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, and iridium. We pronounced niobium right the first time. At least we're assuming it's right. Oh gods. There's strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Beryllium. We pronounced that one wrong. Beryllium. Bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. There's holmium, and helium, and hafnium, and erbium, and phosphorus, and francium, and fluoride, and terbium, and manganese, and mercury, polybdenum, magnesium, dysprosium, and scandium, and cerium, and cesium. And lead, praseodymium, and platinum, plutonium, and palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, and tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium, and calcium, and chromium, and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, hercelium, and also mendelevium, astinium, nobelium, and argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news have come to Harvard, and there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered. That song's a bit out of date. Well, we fumbled a lot, but we're surprised we're doing as well as we are. I think our throat's starting to hurt a little bit. Give us a second, we need to get some water. Hold on. Stay with us. Let's get some water. louder. I knew you could do it. We can do the last verse very well. Probably because we know how to pronounce most of them. There's supercalifornium, infirmium, percalium, and also mendoepium, oxinium, nobelium, and argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are they? Yeah. The album this is from is An Evening Wasted with Tom Lauer. Yeah. We would do it with a backing track, but we have wireless headphones and that tends to be out of sync with our microphone. So we could probably do like recorded music this way by just shifting our vocals slightly until they sync up. Because it's just a small delay. But on stream, that's going to be a disaster. We know this because we've done it before. Yeah. Yeah. Something that has infected our brain lately is Deltarune. We just spend a lot of time going through Reddit and Tumblr on Deltarune. Just browsing the Deltarune and Undertale subreddits and just our Your Tags page is almost entirely Deltarune because it's the busiest fandom we're a part of. But yeah, things have been going well for us relatively, not amazingly. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Uh, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but that's our neck popping a bit. Sorry, got distracted by the internet for a second. Sorry, where are we? What year is it? We could try another, we could try another Tom Lauer song. It's all public domain anyways. Alright. We're just we're just happy, you know? We're glad we're happy nowadays. We can't. We could do Modern Major General if we managed to memorize it all. Alright, let's try the Omens song again. Wrong. Ooh, wrong one again. Oh. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and rhenium, nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, and mercurium, and plutonium, and uranium. Americium. Europium, zirconium, hetium, vanadium, and molybdenum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and coprotect, and indium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thallium, and thallium. There's yttrium, ytterbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium. There's strontium, silicon, and silver, and samarium, and bisbromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Bisbromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. There's holmium, and helium, and hafnium, and erbium, and phosphorus, and francium, and fluoride, and terbium. And manganese, and mercury, molybdenum, magnesium. Is molybdenum... Is there supposed to be a B in molybdenum? There's not. That's gotta be a typo on the site. That is not a typo on the site. It is the actual name of it. How do you pronounce it? Pronounce. Yeah, thank you. Molybdenum. Okay. And manganese, and mercury, molybdenum, magnesium. This prosium, scandium, cerium, and cesium. And praseodymium, and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium. And tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, cadmium, and calcium, and chromium, and scarium. There's silver, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also lithium, titanium, nobelium. And argon, krypton, neon, radon, and neon, zinc, and rhodium. And chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. Chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. Chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. We could do that earlier. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard. And there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered. We're sure we have some talent to us, but you know. Do you know Tom Lauer might have invented the Jello shot? We're not even entirely sure what a Jello shot is. We just know Tom Lauer invented it. Potentially, anyways. Okay, we were thirstier than we thought. Okay. What do you think of Chris Chan? You mean Christine Chandler? We don't care about them. We at the very least don't think they deserve to have their life constantly be a reality TV show. We don't think most people deserve that. Like, we just think they're very mentally unstable. They haven't done anything actually horrible. We know they went to jail for admitting to something, but we honestly think that they were gaslit into admitting that. And of course, we're going to gender them properly. gender her properly. Like, last we checked, she was going by she, her. At the very least, the internet could do with not misgendering her. Yeah. Like, we just don't think their life deserves to be like a circus for all to see. We just view them as like a very mentally unstable person. And like, we're also mentally unstable. Not as much as they are, but well, maybe it's less unstable and more just unhinged in our case. Because we like to think we're, you know, well, consistent in our insanity, but yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. Sorry, we're just starting to feel a bit sick. Don't know why. Well, it probably has to do with all the cake and pizza we've been eating. That might have something to do with it, you know? Yeah, upset stomach at the moment. So we think we gotta end the stream pretty soon. Look, we don't want to end the stream before we've been streaming for an hour. So we're still gonna stay on for a couple more minutes. Just going to get up and stretch for a second. You know something? The weather for our birthday has been perfect. No, it wasn't a sunny day. In fact, it was a very cloudy day and there was a lot of rain. But it never rained while we were outside. Well, not necessarily outside, but you know, not raining while we didn't have a roof over our head, so to speak. It never rained on us is what we're getting at. So that's pretty good for a birthday. Wouldn't you agree? Well, in any case, we believe we have come to the end of our time. Thank you for watching our midnight feature presentation. And remember, while our production may be over, it is always midnight somewhere. Thank you and good night.